Hello all you Nintendo lovers out there. In this episode we will take a look at the franchise that changed how we play on the go, the Game Boy. Oh yes, the ugly green screen that had to be used under good lighting conditions. What a pain in the butt, but nonetheless a great gaming system. In this case, we will be using the Game Boy Color to review what challenges we had and still have when it comes to using the non-front or backlit system. But before we do, let's take a look at some Game Boy Color history. At twice the power of the original Game Boy, in 1998, Nintendo fans were introduced to what they finally were waiting for, a Sega Game Gear that plays Nintendo games. But we really didn't get that. Instead of having a nicely lit system like the Game Gear, Nintendo fans were once again stuck with trying to find light wherever they could to play their favorite original and color Game Boy games. But with hundreds of games to choose from and also having the option to connect a light to the system, gamers could enjoy the cartridge wealth Nintendo had to offer. To experience this system, we will be playing Super Mario Land. This game was a mix of platforming and shoot 'em ups. One of my all-time favorite games, period. It was fantastic then, and still is fantastic to this day. Now, let's put in Super Mario Land. Here we go. Let's turn it on. And wait a second. Oh, you know what? The batteries must be dead. Let's take a look. Holy hot dog son of a It's loaded with corrosion. This Game Boy Color is I might as well put it in the trash. Look at this. Look at all that corrosion. Ah, wait a minute. Maybe we can fix this. First thing we need to do is get the batteries out of the compartment. That way we can see what the damage is. Now the stuff right there kind of looks like pieces of potato chips is the corrosion from the battery. We need to clean that out. So let's go ahead and shake it, tap it out, any way you can. Let's just get it out. As you can see, the flaky corrosion comes out rather easily. Now the tricky part is getting the corrosion that's stuck on the coils that we need to touch and conduct the electricity from the batteries. Here's how we do that. You're going to need white vinegar. Now why do we need white vinegar? Because the acid that's in the vinegar will break down the corrosion and just melt it away. Next, we're going to need some Q-tips. Now these Q-tips are going to help us clean all those little areas that have the corrosion stuck in them. And also, the cotton on the tips of it will hold the vinegar. Make sure you have some paper towels handy too. You might have some spillage from the vinegar. Not to mention, when we're done, you're going to need to wipe down that Game Boy with some paper towels. Now's the fun part. Applying all that vinegar to that leftover corrosion. Just watching it as it melts it away. It kind of has a sizzling effect, kind of like bacon cooking on a pan. So you want to just listen for it. When it's done sizzling, you're good. If it's done melting, you're also good. So use your eyes and your ears. Looks like the vinegar is doing its job. Look and listen to the melting and sizzling. Alright, almost done. All we need to do now is just clean up the rest of it and dry it up. So with your paper towel, you should be able to get the more open areas. But it's going to be kind of hard getting that leftover vinegar around the springs, behind the springs. That's when having those extra Q-tips come in handy. So if you have any Q-tips lying around that you didn't use those to get behind and around the springs. With the extra Q-tips I had lying around, as you can see, I'm able to get underneath, just all around the springs, and I can clean the metal connects better. So little fine details that I need to do for the drying part, I could definitely finish with some extra Q-tips. Now let's put those batteries back in, and it should definitely turn on this time. Time to close it up. Let's try this game one more time. Let's put it in. and turn it on. Wait for it. Oh yeah, I just love that sound of the Game Boy turning on. As you can see, under horrible lighting conditions, it really is hard to see anything on the screen. But under good lighting conditions, games look amazing. Even the original Game Boy games look colorful and vibrant. I hope you nostalgic freaks enjoyed this review, and see you next time.